Sup people? It's been a pretty messy week for me. I had a lot of time but very little motivation to play from the depths. I did a little bit of work on mass drivers, mostly like nukes versus kinetic, guided projectiles versus zero drag, light versus heavy, etc., but no real presentable results yet. But none of that matters really, because then I got interrupted by Adam, u/Adam propagation on Reddit. I showed off his guided projectiles before, and he dropped this in the FTD subreddit, a video demonstrating a one-tick mass driver. One-tick mass driver is like the holy grail, the answer to all problems in mass driver engineering. And he got 37 upvotes? Oh, that's just sad. Like, I think I get why. Most people probably look at it, see a bunch of stuff happening, and then the enemy goes boom. But they don't understand why nor how. I did. You see, I've been dreaming about one-tick mass drivers before, but I didn't think it was possible. Quick recap. The game runs at 40 ticks per second. That has nothing to do with the frames per second that you have on your screen. It's how the game's physics engine works. And ships teleport by the equivalent distance every tick, so a 40 meters per second ship will teleport by 1 meter every tick, a 400 meters per second will teleport by 10 meters every tick. Which means, however, that an incredibly fast projectile might just teleport straight through the enemy without actually interacting with it, and thus doing no damage. So the dream here is to regulate the energy of the grav-ram ammo so you can control the speed of our mass driver projectile. When I was thinking about it, I was thinking about ideas like swapping ammos with different amounts of propellant, with different amount of railgun charge, but the process of swapping ammo is very slow, and you cannot get the precision down accurately enough to really make it reliable. And later I discovered zero drag projectiles, which fix the problem of damage fall off over distance by the projectile slowing down. So for me, the one-tick mass driver was forgotten. Until, of course, I saw Adam's stuff, and it just completely blew my mind. So we are now here on his test platform. It is so weird to work on somebody else's test platform. It's like so intimate almost. It's like sleeping with someone else's wife. Okay, how does it work? The idea isn't all that complex, actually. First, he built a very powerful cannon with a very light projectile. Then he measured the speed, in this case roughly 158 kilometers per second, which gives us almost 4 kilometers per tick. And that's our maximum range right there. Now, if our target is closer, then we need to reduce the speed. So we need to reduce the forward energy impacted onto the projectile. And the way Adam did this is as brilliant as it is simple. He just turns the guns inwards a bit. Now the guns put some of their impact into sideways energy instead of forward energy. But because the two sideways energies cancel out, in total we just get a slightly slower projectile. So if we face completely forward, we have 4 kilometers range. If we face completely inwards, we have 0 kilometers range, and everything in between we can just adapt the angle of the turret. So we just take range to target, feed that information through a breadboard, and out comes the angle we need the guns to point at. So we adjust the projectile speed so that we teleport into our target in one frame, no matter the range that the target is at. Just don't ask me to explain in detail, because while I mostly understand how it works, I don't think I understand it enough to properly explain it. Plus, his most recent version almost completely ditched the breadboard and now relies almost entirely on Lua, and that one I don't understand at all, and much less am able to explain. he does even more fancy stuff as well, like selecting aim point or shooting a few meters further when the enemy is front siding to get to the more critical components, which are usually in the back. Also, because we teleport into the enemy and we don't actually have collision detection at all in the few kilometers between launch and impact, it means we can put the gun behind a solid wall of armor without any gaps or holes for the projectile to fly through. And he has uploaded this beauty to the Steam workshop. I'll put the link in the description and also in the info box. And I want you guys to head over there and give him some love, because he really deserves it, and it is criminal that his Reddit post only got 37 upvotes. So go there as well, give him some love, give him some upvotes, because this is really crazy. Okay, thanks for watching. Welcome to the little ramble at the end. I finally looked at some tutorials for the editing software I'm using, so I could use more tools to display stuff. Actually, it's a bit ironic, because as I'm recording the audio right now, I haven't actually looked at the tutorials yet, and instead I'm just kind of forcing myself to do it by promising you now that I'm going to do it, because I know that otherwise I will never actually do it. I'm autodidact. That means I learn by doing, I learn by trying things out myself, and sometimes this can go a bit into the extremes. But yeah, sometimes you just need to be patient for 2 hours, because actually knowing what you're doing might help a lot. I know. I also improved the sound a bit, so please tell me what you think about the overall quality. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I would be glad to hear what you guys think. And if you have any ideas for me to improve myself, I'm trying to improve the quality of my content of the YouTube channel as much as I can, and any feedback would be much appreciated. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I wish you a great day. Bye bye.